So I'm pleased to be here with you and share some ideas. I'm going to ask you questions more than give you answers. I want you to think a bit. Since this Pecha Kucha is really about our vision for San Jose, I'm going to do a little role playing to test your vision. So I hope you'll play along. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? You can call me Dr. John. I'm your ophthalmologist. I see it's been a long time since you last had your vision checked. I'm glad you made an appointment because it's important to take care of your vision. I'm going to show you several pairs of images and I want you to tell me which one looks better to you. Okay? You ready? Okay, let's begin. Better one or two? Do you prefer to live in a community where most children are driven to school, or would you rather live in a place where it's safe for children to walk and bike to school? How does your choice affect your vision of San Jose? Two? Here's some twos. Better one or two? Would you rather live on a street with lots of high-speed car traffic? Or do you prefer living on a calmer street with cleaner air and less noise? What can you do to create a community that aligns with your vision? And what is your vision? Better one or two? As you get older, what will you do when you can't drive anymore? How would you feel? How would it feel to live in a community where nothing is within walking distance? How would it feel to live in a place where you can live independently without a car? Thoughtful pauses. Better one or two? What's your vision of your work commute? Would you rather have a longer commute driving alone, sometimes stuck in traffic perhaps? How do you feel when you're driving alone and you're in a traffic jam? Would you like a shorter commute? Something where you can take transit, walk, bike, or maybe carpool? Better one or two? When you go out for a bite to eat, do you feel better picking up food through drive-thru and eating in your car, or would you rather sit down with family and friends? Do you like to live in a neighborhood with drive-thru fast food restaurants? Do you like traffic associated with them? Do you find the food to be healthy at fast food restaurants? Better one or two? What's your vision of your physical well-being and exercise? Would you prefer to drive to a gym, pay a membership fee, and exercise indoors? Or would you like to get your exercise outdoors for free, perhaps while running errands, on a bike, or playing with your kids? Better one or two? How do you think your travel choices affect your own personal health? 30 years ago, 1 in 2 kids walked their bike to school. Anybody know what it is today? About 1 in 10, although it's just starting to go up again. Do you think these choices affect kids' physical and mental health and well-being? Does your child, do your kids walk to school, take a bus, or get driven to school? All right, let's take a break. Now I'm going to dilate your eyes. This effectively lets in more light. Sometimes in our day-to-day functions, we lose sight of the big picture. You might say we become a bit myopic. Okay, I think that's taken effect. Let's continue our test if you're ready. Better one or two? When you go to a concert or large sporting event, do you like looking for parking, paying for parking, and waiting in traffic? Have you ever walked, biked, or taken public transit to an event? Do you know that with land and construction costs, a quote free parking space in a garage costs nearly $40,000? Do you know you can park 10 bikes in 1 car space? Better one or two? How stressed do you feel when you're driving and stuck in traffic? Are you willing to accept that level of stress? Is there something you could do to reduce that stress? Do you feel any more or less stressed when you walk or bike or take transit or carpool? Better uno or dos? How much do you spend in your car? How many cars do you own? With all the costs considered, loan payments, insurance, gas, maintenance, depreciation, the average car costs about $8,000 a year. If you have more than 1 car, could you do with 1 less or 1 fewer? What could you do with an extra $8,000 a year? Better one or two? Have you ever been to an open streets event, such as a street fair, an art and wine festival, a First Friday, a ciclovia? How did it feel to walk the street knowing you didn't have to look out for car traffic? Are there streets in your neighborhood you think could be closed to cars and open to people? Better one or two? Did you know that more than 40% of air pollution in the Bay Area comes from our transportation choices? Do you know that half of all trips are 3 miles or less? Have you ever biked 3 miles? Do you think air quality would be better if we drove less? Do you think air quality affects our health? Well, I have good news and bad news. Let me start with the bad news. Like me, your vision could use some improvement. When we're busy with day-to-day living, we sometimes don't realize we're on a treadmill. We forget what's important, what makes great neighborhoods and great communities. The good news is that when we stop and really focus, our vision becomes excellent. We can build the community we want. Thank you.